30 seconds.
30 seconds.
But like your comments.
Okay, good evening and welcome to the Township of Lopatcong Reorganization and Regular Meeting. Tonight, this January 3rd, 2024. If everyone would please bow their head for a prayer. Thank you to all who are gathered here this evening. We pray for our mayor and council and grant them the ability to work together in harmony for the good of the township community. For this we pray, amen.
Amen.
Will everyone please stand? I'd like to welcome Danny Finken, who will sing the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? If you could please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to ask Senator Douglas Steinhardt to come forward to swear in William D. Wright as mayor. Oh, I'll leave that.
Place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. Repeat after me, please. I, in your name, I, William Wright, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
under the
authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of mayor
of
of Lopatcong Township according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided indicating the time and place of the meeting in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 by advertising a notice in the Star Ledger and the Express Times Warren County Zone, and by posting a copy on the bulletin board in the municipal building. Mayor Wright, would you like to take your seat?
All right, real quick, say a few words. I just want to, thank everybody that attended and just say a few words about some people that showed up here tonight. Good evening and Happy New Year. As a proud resident of Lopatcong for most of my life, I'm deeply honored and grateful to be standing here as your newly elected mayor. Today continues our journey as a team to ensure that our town remains an affordable and safe place to live. I pledge to serve with dedication, transparency, and commitment to the betterment of our community. I want to thank past Mayor Jim Mangucci for all his support. And due to hard work and dedication and the hard work of the council, my fellow council members, we're on a strong path to continue moving forward. I am honored to have my good friend, Senator Doug Steinhardt, here to swear me in tonight. Thank you, Doug, for your unwavering encouragement and support. I am especially grateful for your friendship. It means the world to me. I want to say a very huge thank you to Beth and Kayla and the entire staff of the municipal building for all your hard work and support. Your dedication is tireless, and we appreciate everything you do. I would express my heartfelt gratitude to my family, especially my wife Terry, my grandchildren Jeffrey and Angelina. Without your love and support, I would not be up here tonight. I also like to thank some VIPs and dignitaries in the audience tonight. We have Belvedere Councilman, new-elect Chris Allen from Belvedere. Thank you, Chief Garcia and the officer from Lopat PD. Former Council President Joe Pryor. Two guys from the Lopat Fire Department, Jimmy Marinelli Jr. and Mr. Olson. Under Sheriff Scott Marinelli is here. Thank you very much. My good friend Mike Burke and the crew at Brothers Before Others, who with all their hard work and dedication continually support residents of Phillipsburg and Lopatcong in times of need. I appreciate that. My good friends from Phillipsburg, Keith Wicker, Randy Piazza, I look forward to working with the neighboring town. And Danny, you did a great job tonight, thank you. And I just truly thank everyone here, and thank you for being here tonight, for your constant support. In the closing, I would ask you all for a moment of silence in memory of Sergeant Will Spencer, who was a dedicated member of our police department for 20 years and just recently passed away on January 1st, 2024. Thank you. Please keep Will's family in your prayers. He will be missed by many. Thank you again for entrusting me with the responsibility of leading our town. I look forward to working with all of you towards a bright and prosperous future in Lopatcong. Thank you. All right, Attorney Levy, could you talk
Sure,
about?
absolutely, Mayor. We went into executive session to discuss one attorney-client privilege matter, which was the statutory procedure to fill a vacancy on council. We emerged after 8 minutes and no official action was taken.
I'll call the roll. Councilman Belcarro?
Here.
Councilman McQuaid?
Here.
Councilman Polito?
Here.
Mayor Wright?
Here. All right, public comment. Anyone want to ask any questions about public, the agenda items only? Donna?
Donna Schneider, 26 Meadowview. I'm just want to ask on the resolutions, I know you have names for everybody that's listed who be appointed, but you don't have any of the names for the planning board appointments. Are you going to be sharing those with the residents tonight?
Ready? Yeah, we're not really ready, because maybe we'll do that.
I do have some.
Do have some, right, but we have some vacancies we're not sure
We'll
about.
fill out a later time.
Right.
Sure, yeah, just the ones you're appointing
Yeah.
this evening, zoning, planning, any of the boards.
Yeah, Beth, if you have that.
Okay, thank you. Will you do that during your resolutions as you're going through them, or are you going to do a
How do you want to
bulk?
work that, Beth?
I'll do it at the time of the resolutions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Agenda items only. All right. That being said, reorganization. Resolution number 2, charge for individuals requesting annual meeting calendar. Can I have a motion and a second, please?
Motion. Second.
Beth, could you have a roll call?
Yes. Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. Resolution number 3, establish cash management plan. Motion and a second, please.
Motion. Second.
Beth, you have a roll call?
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. Resolution number 8, authorize interest to be charged on delinquent taxes. Motion and a second, please.
Motion. Second.
Beth, roll call?
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. Resolution number 9, authorize tax collector to process and cancel any municipal charge refunds or delinquencies for less than $10. Motion and second, please.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, Beth.
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. Resolution number 12, appointment of council president. Could I hear a nomination for,
Mayor, I'd like to nominate James Polito to be our council president.
have a second?
Second.
Any other nominations?
Any other ones? Seeing none, Beth, could we have a vote?
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Abstain.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. Reorganization consent agenda. We have from number 1 to 33. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright? And then Ms. Schneider had a question as to who the appointments were. Resolution 2421, the governing body appointments. Class 3, James Polito. Class 4 will be a reappointment of Robert Sampson. Zoning Board of Adjustment, reappointments are Jose Valente, Michael Eubanks, and Gus Rutledge. As for the mayor's appointments to boards, commissions, and committees, the planning board, Class 1, will be the mayor or, of course, his designee. Class 2, Andrew Melendez. Finance Committee, Richard McQuaid. Sewer Appeal Panel, William Vine. Shade Tree Commission, Robin George.
Okay. All right, new business. Ordinance number 24-01, first reading to amend and revise Chapter 165 entitled Public Meeting Decorum, to amend Section 4 entitled Length of Presentation. Motion and a second, please.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. Ordinance number 24-2, an ordinance to regulate, control, and stabilize rents in creating a rent leveling board by the mayor and township council of the Township of Lopatcong, County of Warren, State of New Jersey for an additional 3-year period. Motion and a second, please.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Belcarro?
Yes.
Councilman McQuaid?
Yes.
Councilman Polito?
Yes.
Mayor Wright?
Yes. All right, we have one announcement. Special council meeting will be scheduled for Wednesday, January 17th, 2024 at 6:30 PM. That's for the executive session, and 7:30 for public session. Council reports. Rich, you have anything?
Mayor, I don't have any council reports. I'd just like to wish everyone a happy new year.
Okay. Lou?
I'd just like to say congratulations, Mayor Bill, for being honored to serve with you this year. And I'm confident that we will accomplish a lot of good things in this township.
I'm sure we will. Thank you. Jim?
Nothing other than what's already been said by
Okay.
Councilman Carroll and Councilman McQuaid.
All right. Report from the engineer, Paul?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I just want to report that the Jade Lane bid documents are done, and the goal is to advertise them for public bids by the end of the month. So we have an early start to the construction season here in Lopatcong. The Bellevue Road project, the second phase, the plans are essentially done. I expect them to be done in the next 10 days. They will be filed with the Department of Transportation. This is a local aid project. And once they approve the plans that we have prepared, we will also advertise that project for public bids. And lastly, and this is something that's been somewhat forgotten about, as the council is probably aware, we have 2 federal aid grants for sidewalk construction on Belvedere Road. The first is between our pool and the former flashing light at North First Avenue, I believe is, or First Street. And we had accepted bids quite some time ago, early 2023, and they've been undergoing a DOT, a very significant DOT review process. We did learn today that the DOT Civil Rights Division has approved the contractor that we have awarded a contract to. So there's a little bit more administrative work that needs to be done both by us and the DOT, but I'm hopeful that in the next couple of months we'll get to the goal line and that we finally can advance this project into construction. The low bidder, Top Line Construction, who's a very good contractor and a good fit for this particular project, indicated in writing yesterday that despite the fact that they submitted their bid at least 6 months ago, it's probably longer than that, they have agreed to hold their prices and still want to continue with the work at those prices. So that's a good thing for the township. So we'll keep you informed on the remaining administrative review process, but we just cleared a major hurdle with the Civil Rights Division at this point and getting them to accept and approve Top Line Construction. So thank you.
Thank you. Chief?
Thank you, Mayor and Council. The only thing I have to add is my monthly traffic report for the month of December. We had a total of 161 motor vehicle stops. 36% of those that were stopped were issued motor vehicle summonses, and 41% of those that were issued motor vehicle summons were tractor trailer drivers. So we continue to enforce, and the signage that we were able to get out on Belvedere Road is certainly helping. So we'll continue that.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I look forward to our continued work together, and congratulations.
Well, good time. Thank you, sir. Okay, public comment only. Remember, this is a public comment, not a question and answer time frame, so it's just your comments.
Good evening, Robert Bruce, 11 Harwich Road. Good evening, council. Welcome, Mr. Wright, Mayor Wright, to your first council meeting, chairing the council. In keeping with the spirit of tonight's reorganization, excuse me, if you can't hear me, renewing and appointing new people, and installing newly elected Lopatcong citizen William Wright as mayor to represent his fellow citizens. I'd just like to take a moment to honor a fellow Lopat citizen who can't be here tonight, Judy Liptak, who at this very moment is being sworn in as a fellow elected member of the Lopat Board of Education. I was unable to attend last week's council meeting, and it seems the video of that meeting has not yet been posted, so I haven't been able to see what was discussed there. I'd like to commend the township employees. They seem to have made a great strides in seeing to it that those videos get posted promptly. And so it's my hope that that improvement continues by quickly posting last week's meeting, tonight's meeting, and a special meeting to be held 2 weeks from tonight. It's a busy month. And I know what you said about not asking questions, but I'm doing an inquiry and following up to the fruitful discussions that I've had with this board and this council the past several months concerning the KNS property on Strikers. If I recall, you were working with them, Paul, you addressed this about likely not being in compliance with some requirements. Respectfully, can you bring us all up to speed on where that stands? Either now, hold my clock if I'm being timed, now or when I'm done, Paul. I just...
Mr. Bruce,
Okay.
it's not.
I understand that, but we've had fruitful discussions to reiterate in the past, and I'm kind of commending the board on having fruitful discussions with concerned citizens. I'd just like to add and update that today, in the spirit of fruitful discussions, I went past the gas station and the truck repair facility in the adjacent Twilight lot. The truck lot seems to have reestablished the concrete barriers, preventing trucks from staging there. And the Twilight lot had no trucks there when I passed by this afternoon. And I'd like to suggest that the efforts of this council in responding to the complaints of their concerned citizens can serve as a model going forward. Slightly switching gears, but not really, I'd like to thank the Lopatcong officers who responded to the events on December 12th. I'm pretty sure that none of the officers joined the Lopat Police Department thinking they would ever be called upon to respond to someone shooting at people and cars and getting involved in a high-speed pursuit, which ended in a brutal crash with a school bus loaded with young school children. Yet by all accounts, our police department was prepared for and responded to the unexpected and unfolding incident exactly as they should have. And so I say thank you to our police department and the officers. I'd like to use that saying at those events of December 12th, and there were fake reports of a shooting at our high school on March 29th, and that Allentown High School student had brought a gun to school earlier this month. These are only some of the unexpected and yet seemingly more common events that can and do happen anytime and anywhere these days. With that in mind, I'd like to ask this council, and again, whatever forum you decide, I'd like to get an answer. If it's not a discussion, I'd like to petition my elected government. I'd like to ask if there are resource officers at the schools our Lopat students attend, and if not, have there been or will there be discussions on taking such a step towards protecting our students? Now, later, gentlemen?
Later.
Later? Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. And with that, I'd like to close just to remind that our park master plan shows the pool will cost nearly $10 million. The full park, approximately 18, has to be done in phases. Now, Mayor Mengucci had already informed us our taxes will definitely increase in order to staff and maintain these facilities. I'd like you to answer whether you can see why citizens might question whether priorities are in the right place if we have money to fund the pool and park, but, you know, we need money for resource officers in our schools. In a very real sense, they're almost as necessary to the safety of our students and our citizens as the lifeguards we have standing by in case of an unexpected incident at the pool. Priorities, gentlemen, that's what I'd like to know, whether you're dealing with that. Thank you. And again, welcome, Mayor Wright.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Robin?
Robin George, 34 Raleigh Court. I just had something really quick and exciting to share. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but you know, the Berry Plastics plant. My sister moved in recently to live with me, and she's looking for a job. And Oishi Strawberries, it's a gourmet strawberry company. They grow hydroponic vertical strawberries inside, and they sell to the likes of Whole Foods and Wegmans. Those are the people that are working in there. So that's what all the, I mean, I posted it on Facebook the other day, but I know you guys don't read that very often. But I just wanted to share that because I think that's really exciting that we're seeing something new and progressive coming into the community. So good for Berry Plastic property.
Thank you, Robin. Anyone else? Mr. Betts?
Yes. John Betts, Brinkley Gardens on Red School Lane. I would just like to say that just today, I think it was, or yesterday, on Strikers Road at the lower entrance exit to that warehouse, a truck came out and going up the hill. There was a car in front of me, two cars in front of me, and a car behind me. There's no way that as we came to the crest of that hill, that we could see him slowly because he was heavy going up the hill, coming out of there somehow. And I did notice some other places throughout the county like over in Stewartsville and Greenwich and over in Lopatcong with the larger signs. I think that a lot of the a lot of the truck problems have been decreased, but this is one that almost affected me in the pulling out of that car and trying to go up the hill instead of that truck, instead of going up the hill, instead of doing what it should have done. So that's all I wanted to say. And just one other thing, Jim. Do you think we'll have a rent living board meeting this month?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Anyone else? Donna? You're on.
26 Meadowview. I know you're now taking the stance of only comment. It would be really appreciated by the residents if you guys actually discussed some of the things that are on the agenda, like, for instance, ordinance number, the first ordinance on there, first reading to amend, revise. There was discussion on what that even means, and what is being amended on there. So it would be really appreciative if you could discuss some of the things that are on the agenda instead of just having everything read, voted, and done with, which always gets voted the same way. So it would be really nice if we could know, since you can't answer our questions or won't answer our questions anymore. It'd be very nice if you could elaborate so at least we know what's going on. Thank you.
Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Doug Liptak, 47 Kyle Drive. Happy New Year to the council. And my first order is to the chief and to the Department of Public Works. I just want to publicly commend their efforts. I know that our police department, being involved in law enforcement, I understand the hurdles and challenges they go through, so I do commend them for all their efforts, as well as our Department of Public Works. I know that is sometimes a very challenging and trying job, but I think they're doing a fantastic job throughout the town. I know where I live, things are very clean and orderly, so I commend them for their efforts. What I would like to bring up are three things. I'll try to go through these as quick as I can. One is about solicitation in town. I would like to make the recommendation that the town does not allow door-to-door solicitation. I know the process right now is that if you have a permit, you're allowed to go through, but I would like to respectfully request that we do not allow that in the township. And simply because just the nature of the way things are nowadays, with scams and crime, I do not think it is in the best interest for people to go door to door, especially since you do have a lot of people who are involved in scams. They attack elderly, and who knows during the daytime what people are actually doing as they go around. They could be pacing a neighborhood. They could just be looking to see who's around, who's home. So I'm making a request that no more solicitation be permitted throughout the town to allow people. In this day and age of technology, they can make phone calls, they can go through email, or they could do just regular mailings. I do not see a need for people to go to door for soliciting. Speeding. Where I live in the Country Hills development, speeding is a significant issue. It's a daily thing. I am out there every day, 5-6 times a day, walking my dogs, and I see this firsthand. The speeding is very dangerous, and I would like to know if there's things we can implement, whether it's more police patrol, setting up radar, doing anything to try and slow the people down. In a very short period of time, we've had 4 incidents of accidents. We had a rollover vehicle on Stonehenge. We had a multi-vehicle accident at Lauren and Stonehenge. There was Red School Lane. There was a multi-vehicle accident. And then there was another one on Red School right before Belvedere that went through the fence for a person who lives on Byron. It's dangerous. It doesn't seem to be getting better, and I'm just asking that we somehow enhance the enforcement for speeding on the roads. And then lastly, this may sound, I don't know if people bring this up or not, but canine bowel movements. Because I am out there and I'm all over the neighborhood, I have begun picking up dog bowel movements and removing them. So in the last 3 weeks, I have removed over 20 a week on Kyle Drive and Buckley near the retention pond, and on Stonehenge and Buckley at the middle school. I don't know if we can place signs that have the ordinance on there, something to enforce it somehow, because it's just out of control. And I understand, it appears for the most part people are lazy, but it's a health concern. It's a health concern to have the droppings sitting there, and I just think we need to do something to enforce it, put the word out there, and make sure that it does actually get enforced. So with that, that's my time.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Anyone else? Mr. Betts. Oh, you up, Mr. Betts? You came up one time, didn't you? One time you can come up, Mr. Betts. That's it. All right? Anyone else? Seeing none, have a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you for coming out, everyone.
All in favor?
All in favor?